Yo, can anyone hear me talking right now in chat? Oh, that works. That's perfect. I got it. That is perfect. That is absolutely wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Yo, let's go, dude. Let us go. Yo, can you hear me talking? Yo, can you hear me talking? All right, they can. That's it. That should work then. Should work. Hello, 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 and welcome back to Season 5 of Apex Racing. We had a little break from the season finale in Abu Dhabi a couple of weeks ago, but we are finally back. The long-awaited break is over, and we are back in Austria. I am your commentator, Eip485, and we are back for the new and first showing of Tier 5, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. As I said earlier, I am Eip485. I will have a special guest joining me in a little bit. But we thank you for coming out. And here we are in Austria, which should be a very good race here. Tier 5, the newest tier on the block. The quote-unquote babies of the league are going to show what they are going to do. Yeah, I'll try not to have a fire this time, guys. But I think I'm a bit confused because it looks like are we tripping, or am I tripping, or is it full quali right now? I think it's actually, I think we're good. I think we're good. But here we go. I'm going to start with the V-Carb here. Absolutely dominant. Let's see if he can live up to his name. Cannon was good. Eclipse was good. Etherbite, your McLaren boys are going to have to work for it tonight. Caleb, welcome to the party. Let's get it, guys. Tier 5. Tier 5, baby. Xenox, welcome to the party. Absolute dominant. Sets the purple first sector because he's the only one out on track right now. Hey, yo, Cannon, why are we... What are we doing, Cannon? What's going on here? Cannon and Eclipse, bro, get a room. But here we go. We got 20 drivers. A full grid. You and Eclipse got some bad history? No, yeah, I bet, bro. You were his driver for once, and then you left him, and now he's upset at you. Here we go, though. Here we go. Absolute dominant. Gonna set the first time this fast Austria 36 laps around here will take place. A lot of overtaking, a lot of strategy. Definitely a lot of incidents coming. 1084, not the fastest time, as you see, immediately slashed by his teammate. Sonar, my V-car boy, with a 104.7. Good lap from him. And there's so many drivers on track, I'm not going to be able to keep up with all of this. I missed the Red Bull, but I'm not missing the Kick Sauber. Goes into P2 with a 105 flat. Max goes P1. Welcome back, Max. T4 of last season. Coming in the T5, sets provisional pole with a 104.5. Spuddy comes in with a 104.7. There's just so many cars coming to the line at so many different times. It's going to be hard to keep track. That's a McLaren pulling up. It's Knockout Hero. Knockout Hero. He's coming to the line. Only P7 or 105.4. There's an Aston to the line. Throne goes a 104.9. That's an Alpine to the line. One of apparently the people have left. I have to go invite you. Frozen, where are you, bro? There you go. I invited Frozen back. Frozen, if you're watching this, I invited you back, bro. Here we go. Who's on the lap? The Mercs are on a lap here. Yonix. And then his teammate George a little bit behind him. Yonix, new to the league, I believe. A little bit of slidey coming out of the last corner. Yonix pushing to the line for the Mercs. What does he got? Only P12 or 106.2. Next one to the line, I believe, will be George. Everyone else is set a lap. There's a lot of traffic here. It's a very short lap, and George dives into the pits. I think he was hampered by traffic. A very, very short lap here. But there's just so many people around. Xenox, I said hi, bro. Chill, man. I said hi to you earlier. You missed it. I would never ignore you, bro. Yo, that Alpine blocked Stefan in the Aston. That Alpine, what are we doing there? Stefan. Stefano coming to the line. What does he have? He goes P1 even while being blocked. A 104.4 from the Aston Martin driver. Good drive from him. Boxed. Boxed by Yu. He's the only one right now on a push lap. Boxed by Yu. Currently P17, hasn't set a lap in that nice Williams livery. He's saved way too much battery though, and that shows he only goes P15. Box only P15. Who's out on track right now? Stefano's out on track. Boxed, as we know, is out on track. Ironhide is one of the only two drivers right now out on track who have not set a time. Not ready for your improvement. Hey Max, that was really fast, bro. Hey, just because you're good in quali, bro. We've seen you were good in quali last season. But what happened in the race? What happened in the race? Exactly. Just because you're good in quali don't mean you're good in race. Race pace is big here. There we go. Ironhide. He was, I believe, T4 last season as well. Move down a tier. Let's see what he has. Takes the first corner quite cleanly. Takes all the room of the track and a little bit more. Doesn't get a draft off the Ferrari though. Abusing ERS to the end of the first sector. Looks to set a purple first sector with a 15.9. Slight wobble on the turn in. Knockout Hero got a pen for hitting Max. I believe that happened a couple of corners ago while we were watching Ironhide. Ironhide turning in into the middle of sector 2 here. A little bit of twisty. Started the twisty section of the track. Couple more corners coming around. He's about to end sector 2. It's a green for him though, not purple. 45.1. Here he comes to the end of the lap. One straight, two right-handers, and another straight to the line here. We gotta watch penalties. Penalties will be very, very big on this. A lot of places to get track limits here. Ironhide pushing to the line of 105.1. Slots him into P10 for Ironhide. Prince Helios, though, he's on a push lap. Prince Helios has not set a lap. Prince Helios in the McLaren. 103 did not put a lap up. Prince Helios. He's coming to the line here. What does he have? Prince Helios. P7 with a 104.9. Good lap from Prince Helios. I believe that's a Haas coming to the line, but I have no idea which Haas that is. It's not Spuddy. He has just now started a lap, Demon. The Demon Bros just started a lap. That is a Ferrari coming to the line. Is that Max? It is not Max. It's his teammate, Risky. Risky starting a lap here. That Red Bull, I believe, is starting a lap. Both Red Bulls are starting a lap. Sir Wolverine is actually coming to end his lap here. He's left a lot of ERS on the table, though. Sir Wolverine only goes P12. A 105.2 for Sir Wolverine. Feel like he left a lot of time there. Sonar starting the lap here. That Merc, Yonix, is not on a lap right now. Where is his teammate? George. George is on a lap here, but he invalidated the last corner. George, what are we doing? You got to get your head in the game, mate. That can't be happening to you, George. That needs to be in the game here. This Alpine is starting a lap here. Helios is diving into the pits. The Haas driver and Spuddy is not on a lap right now. His teammate Demon Bros improved his place, but not his position. Poe goes P1 in the Alpine. A purple. 104.2 for Poe. Good lap from him. Here we go, Max. Let's see, do we have Tim? Sneaky Tim coming to the line. Goes P3. Improves by a 10th. Still 2/10 off the pace at 104.4. Hello. Do we have our guest commentator pulling in? Mr. Storm, if you're here, you are muted currently. Mr. Storm, can you hear us, Mr. Storm? So if you haven't guessed it yet, Mr. Storm is our guest commentator. Yo, who is this? Who pulled up? Yo, everyone welcome Xenux to the party, guys. Welcome Xenux to the party. Hey everyone, welcome Mr. Storm to the party, the lead producer of The Tonight Show featuring Mr. Storm. The stream cannot hear the Discord right now? Do you know how to fix this problem, Mr. Storm? Apparently the stream cannot hear us. It's probably me. That means it's me. But I have no idea what to change though. Yep. Alright, to everyone in chat who unfortunately cannot hear Mr. Storm, Mr. Storm is here with me today. He's going to answer a couple of questions about, you know, just what he's providing to Apex. And I know you can't hear him, so I will be relaying his answers back to you guys. Does that sound good, everyone? Alright. That is good. So, Mr. Storm. This is true. This is true. We got 5 minutes left. So, Mr. Storm, what brings you to Apex? Why are you here? Yeah, chat, if you could not hear that, Mr. Storm, he wanted a new challenge. He came from a different league here, joined us when we had 900 members. And thanks to a viral TikTok, we now got 1,100 members. And he's here to take this league by storm, basically. Make it as good as, and hopefully even better than his last league. So, Mr. Storm, what do you have in store for us, if you can give us any, like, information? That is wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. Chat, Mr. Storm is very happy to be here. If you've been in the Discord, he's just been, you know, teasing out a little bit of information. And he started out as a commentator, just like me. And then, you know, he got a team of scriptwriters together, put on this talk show, which is somewhat similar to the Jimmy Fallon show, if you have heard of that. But he's going to be interviewing a bunch of people, racers, drivers, other commentators, team principals, and it's going to be a good time. a good show. And he's also going to be a commentator, just like me. He's going to be starting off his commentating in Tier 1 this Sunday night, I believe. So definitely tune into that. Mr. Storm, do you have... I know this is Tier 5, and I know it's the first season, but looking at the stream, do you have like a prediction of anyone who you think is going to take it today? So, thank you for that, Mr. Storm. He's basically saying, he is a trial mod, Mr. Storm is, and he's trying his best to, make sure everyone's in their correct tier. But he's come out and said that, just looking at the times, a couple of these guys should be moved up a tier. And, he's looking at Stefano, Poe, and Spuddy. They're all looking very good. They could all take the race win today, but... It's very interesting he's very excited for his own tier, just to see his own drivers and see what everyone else is doing there. So, we thank you for joining us, Mr. Storm, here. I believe qualifying is heating up. I believe we're under a minute here. So, everyone, please, tune into the Tonight Show. I believe that premieres March 19th, if I'm correct. Of course, man. Anytime you need me, I got you. Everyone, thanks for Mr. Storm joining us. Tune into the Tonight Show, March 20th, 10 to 11 p.m. UK time, streamed on Twitch. Convert that to whatever time zone you're in, and make sure to show up, because you will not want to miss it. We thank you, Mr. Storm, for joining us. Alright, let's get back to the action. Stefano has decided to retire for some reason. I don't know why. Qualifying is over, so these laps are going to be the laps that count. Stefano's not going to be able to improve his time. So we're going to be watching Poe here. He's currently in P2. He's pushing along. I don't understand. Nope, that's it. He's up 8 thousandths on the time. And that's all he needs, really. It's a little bit of a glitch we're seeing in the background here. He's just taking dust even though he's on the racing track. Here we go, Poe. He's coming to the line here. Keeps it on the track. Poe, he needs this now. Does he have it? No, he doesn't. He's gonna be 13 hundredths down. Spuddy, do you have it? It can only be you, Spuddy. It's Spuddy or Stefano who's gonna be P1. Spuddy, he's sliding out in the last couple of corners. Spuddy to the line. He only goes P2. Stefano keeps P1 by 0.003. Well done, Stefano. Spuddy, you almost had him. That's your front row there. Stefano from Spuddy goes from a very, 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 very interesting race here. Stefano from Spuddy, Poe in the Alpine, Sneaky Tim in P4, Helios 5, Max, a crowd favorite P6. I have no idea how to say that Kick Sauber name, so I'm going to say Nin3. That's your name now, Nin3. P7, Sonar in the lead V-car P8, Sir Wolverine P9, Risky rounding out the top 10, and Knockout Hero has that 5th place grid penalty for running into Max. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that you could not hear Mr. Storm earlier. I could hear him quite clearly, and I'll do my best in the future to get that worked out. I have Never actually commentated with a different person before, so it's a little bit new to me. But I'm definitely working out the kinks, and I will make sure to get that better in the future. But right now, we are just waiting for the drivers to, to pick their times, pick their race setups, pick their tires, pick their race strategy for the race to come. 36 lapper round the Red Bull Ring here. Alright, here we go, guys. We're getting it going. We are getting it going. Here we go. Let's look at the tires for everyone. Everyone's starting on the medium tires. Prince Helios going for a different strategy on the hards. Same with Sonar in the lead V-carb. Kruger in the Alpine. Absolute Dominant in the other V-carb. And George in the other Mercedes. So Stefano, he had the fastest time, but he had two competitors within 0.03 seconds of him. So even though he got pole, it's very close between the top three. Tim is up there too. I believe Helios is starting off that midfield pack. Xenox Risky is the host. Xenox Risky is the host. 8 different teams in the top 8. This is true, Trosh. This is true. Sir Wolverine is the highest placed teammate of one of the other guys in the top 8. Someone definitely did ready early, but I believed the drivers were given enough time. I believe they were given a bit over a minute, which should be enough time to pick your setups, pick your race strategy, and your fuel load. But it's going to be complete chaos into T1. Look out for drivers getting good starts, drivers getting bogged down, and drivers dive bombing it into T1. That will definitely happen. Here we go. The last of the drivers making their way to the grid. We've waited a long time for this, though. Season break is over. We are back in Apex Racing. It's 5 lights, and the lights are gone, and so are the drivers. Stefano gets a good launch. Spuddy covers him immediately. There's a little bit of ghosting between Sneaky and Tim. And he dive bombs. They seem to keep it clean. The top 7 do. Stefano gets away cleanly. Spuddy in P2, Sneaky in 3, Poe in P4. They're drafting off each other. Can Stefano keep his lead? Does anyone go for a dive? No, they don't. The top 4 keep it clean. Spuddy almost runs into the back of Stefano. Lou has to lock up. Sneaky Tim into P2 now. Stefano getting away from it, though. What a crazy opening lap here. Let's look at their position gains. Currently our biggest winner, as I was gonna say, was boxed by Juve, but something's happened to him and he's dropped a lot of spots. Stefano still leading them away quite cleanly here. In the back we see the Kick Sauber fighting a couple of Ferraris here. The Kick Sauber in a Ferrari sandwich. Both Risky and Max go past. Good moves from the Ferrari guys. Risky going for another move on Soul Wolverine. Gets the job done. Risky, 2 moves in a couple of corners. Good move for Risky. Stefano leads them away though. We see a little bit of action between Spuddy and Prince Helios. Spuddy going for the dive, and there's contact! The first major contact of the season! Spuddy and Prince Helios. Spuddy comes off way worse. Spuddy dropping down the order. He's in P18 right now. About to be past P19 for Spuddy. Helios to 13 though. That is not what you want to see. Massive contact in the middle here. Prince Helios involved again. Who is leading this pack? It looks like boxed. Wings are flying everywhere. What is happening? so much contact. And we have a VSC, ladies and gentlemen. Their VSC has been deployed. I don't know for who or for what. It's the bars. A lot of the boards on the side got exploded, and you could see the carbon fiber everywhere. And then you could see a bunch of people lose their wings. I'm going to assume a couple people spun, which caused the VSC right now. And our biggest gainers are Frozen. Frozen never got a lap in qualifying, and he's up to P12 here. George up 6 spots, Knockout up 7, Spuddy is down 17, and the other Kick and Nin is down 13 spots. Sonar not having a good time either, down 8 spots. We got a couple of early pit stops in Knockout, Hero, Demo Bros, Throne, and Spuddy. Probably for some wing damage here. But Stefano still leading the way. Still leading them away. BSD is still out here. Sir Wolverine and Risky and Ironhide, all great movers, up 5 and 6 positions. Same with Yonex and Boxed. Frozen is now up 9 positions from dead last. Spuddy diving into the pits. He will come out last. And here we go. We're racing again. That VSC is gone. Has Stefano been caught napping? Sneaky Tim now closer than he was before we started here. Sneaky Tim only half a second from Stefano. We know Tim is a good racer. That's our first penalty for absolute dominant in the V-Carb here. Stefano, does he have enough battery to fight off Tim? Will Tim even go for the dive here? Or is he playing a little bit of DRS games? He might be playing some DRS games here. He wants that second dose. Stefano, he's got a lot of DRS to defend with, but so does Tim. Max gets a penalty. That's 2 penalties for drivers, and we're only in lap 4. No dive from either of them. A little bit of action in the back, though. Risky and Max. Max and Ironhide here. More action between Box and Yonex. Box, does he not? Box does not have that DRS. Everyone behind him does. Yonex, does he go for the dive? Yonex going for the move here. A little bit of contact. Argy Bargy. Boxed is shown the outside of the track, but he won't yield the position. The McLaren of Helios getting into the battle here. Boxed keeps the position. Yonex and Helios as they were. Good driving from the pair of them for the trio of them here. Yonex goes a bit wide and invites Helios into the party. Helios doesn't need a second invitation. He says thank you very much here. Yonex loses another place. These fastest laps are getting faster and faster. Sir Wolverine with a 107, currently P4. Purple, purple, purple. Here we go. Sneaky Tim. Does he have enough? He's looking for the move. He's hunting. Sneaky Tim gets the move done on Stefano. A little late braking there. He had DRS. He had ERS. But he's not going to have that DRS now. And they're side by side. Stefano played a little bit of DRS games on him. And he retakes the lead. Good driving. Smart driving from Stefano there. Tim is now under pressure from Poe behind him. It's only 3/10 between the two. Box and Helios trading places again. There's contact there. I'm seeing a Haas who's not moving. Who is it? Demo Bros. He got spun out by someone. Only his teammate now right behind him. The Haas boys having an abysmal day. Stefano now still leading them away. Only 6/10 to Sneaky Tim. We're going to go back and look at tires. Demo Bros. Another penalty for him. Your top 8 all on those medium compound tires. Prince Helios, the only one on hards. Stefano now. He's got enough battery. Does Tim have anything to pass him with? Stefano's just playing really smart here. Stefano. Tim thinks about a dive for half a second. Thinks better of it. Is bumper to tail right now. Bumper to front wing, but Tim has to look behind and not forward because Poe is right there with him. Poe does not go for the move though. These 4 drivers here separated by about 1 second. Stefano, Tim, Poe, and Wolverine. 2 Red Bulls, an Alpine, and an Aston. All in quite close proximity to each other. Sneaky Tim now, a little bit wide, invites Poe to the party. Poe, will he go for the dive? He pulls out, thinks about it, fakes the dive bomb on Tim. Tim, he's going to have to look behind instead of in front here. This is letting Stefano get away. He's going to have that DRS, but he needs to look in his mirrors. Poe is trailing. Sir Wolverine in the background as well. Risky and Max trying to get their cars onto the tail end of this fight for the lead here. Sneaky Tim, does he have anything to go for the dive? No, he doesn't again. These drivers still all close together. Prince Helios and boxed by UV. That's a good battle going on. These two drivers have been fighting the entire time. A little bit of lockup from Helios invites UU back into the party. UU's gonna have DRS. Knockout Hero getting the penalty. UU's too far away though. Boxed. Prince Helios is gonna keep that. As they were, Stefano from Tim, from Poe, and Sir Wolverine. Stefano, he's controlled this race. He went pole position and he's controlled this race from lap 1. They have not been able to pass him. Only once did Tim get by, but Stefano got immediately by on the next straight here. What lap time am I doing in Australia? Austria, I have not practiced at all. I'll be practicing later tonight though. But I'm telling you right now, my lap times are definitely slower than like the top 4 guys right here. But that's not where my race career, that's not where my best is. My quality pace, always terrible. Yeah, I know I'm T3. My quality pace, always terrible. Race pace, one of the best. That's all I'm gonna say. Back 2 seasons ago in T2, I had the most overtakes in the entire league. I have no idea what lap times I'm doing Xenox, bro. Haven't done it yet, but I'm telling you, these guys are probably faster than me, or on lap times, or on quality laps at least. Stefano and Tim probably faster than me. Stefano, he's broken that DRS now. Tim needs to get it back or he's in major trouble from Poe and Wolverine. But Tim didn't get there in time. Stefano's going to be able to breathe. That's why Tim didn't get there in time. He dives into the pits. Poe follows him immediately here. Wolverine carries on. We're going to have to see who wins in the pit stops. Of course, if I start behind, I overtake more. Yeah, I don't have the best. I don't got the best quality pace, but I do have good race pace and I'm a clean driver. That's why I overtake more. And the Red Bull boys do a good job here, getting Sneaky Tim out before Poe. Here they go. They're coming out into a little bit of traffic though. There's 3 drivers coming out. It's George, Frozen, and Kruger who's coming out as well. Kruger gets a penalty. Here comes George, side by side with Sneaky Tim. It's George in the Mercedes. Where else have we seen George in a Mercedes before? That's right. Sneaky Tim. Will he go for the dive? No, he doesn't. Stays behind. That's a massive dive though from Frozen into the side pod of Sneaky Tim. Sneaky Tim forced on the track. Now he's side by side with Poe. Frozen, what have you done? That was not your fight. You're not fighting either of them. Frozen, will he go for the dive? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. I think he broke his front wing though. As Risky gets another penalty here. Poe gets past George, puts a car between him and Sneaky Tim. That's the problem. If you go early and pit, you'd pit into traffic, and traffic can hurt you, as Sneaky Tim is finding out here, but he's gotten past George. This is big now. P1 and P2 have come into the pit. Stefano and Sir Wolverine. Stefano gets out only barely in front of Wolverine, but where do they both come out in comparison to Sneaky Tim and Poe? You see Sneaky Tim and Poe on the right side of the screen. Who's got it coming out of the pits? They're pushing. Poe takes your provisional P1. Sneaky Tim into P2. Stefano will keep his P3, but Sir Wolverine, he's not happy with that. He wants this move done. Sir Wolverine, will he go for the dive? A late braking. Sir Wolverine, they keep it tight. The two of them, the Red Bull and the Aston Martin. Who's got it coming out of the corner? They both got DRS. Who's got better ERS here? Will Sir Wolverine go for the dive? No, he doesn't. Stefano lives to fight another day. Now Poe in this leading contending group here. These 4 drivers here. Poe is your net leader. No one in front of Poe has pit yet. Poe, I believe this is his 2nd season. I believe he was with us in Season 4 in T4. He's been moved down a tier because we've got new drivers. But he might be moved up a tier. Oh, what have I seen? Stefano! Stefano, one of the leading contenders, has got a 3-second penalty. That will be tough to deal with when it comes to the future. When it comes to the end. Oh, what a take of the corner there by Sneaky Tim here. There's 4 drivers. They're all within 1 second of each other. Poe, does he have anything? Does Tim go for the dive? No, he doesn't. There's a ghosting Haas there. Poe goes slightly wide. Tim is all over the back of him. Poe trying to swerve. Tim staying in the toe. Tim, does he have enough to get onto the back and go for the dive? Tim's going for the lead. Tim takes the provisional lead, but he's outbroke himself. Tim, he went for the move and he's lost it all. He's down to provisional 4th. Sneaky Tim off the back now, going for the move. Was too late on the brakes, didn't make the corner, and he comes out worst in this group. Our current leader right now, Risky, diving into the pits, giving Prince Helios the lead here. Prince Helios, as Tim, his day's gone from bad to worse, gets another penalty here. But there's so many cars together here. Soner, who hasn't pitted yet, has unfortunately gotten to this whole battle just because he's here now. Soner, this is a leading contending battle here. What are you going to do, Soner, when you're up against it? No tires, no ERS, no DRS, Soner. You just have to let them all by. There's not much you can do. It's a terrible feeling as a driver here. Not much Soner can do here. He's got to let them all go. Sneaky Tim included is right behind him. Sneaky Tim's got to get this move done, or he's losing more and more time. This car in front of him has not pit. Sneaky Tim, you got to get past Soner right now. You got to make the move. Soner, Sneaky Tim, side by side. V-Carbon, Red Bull. Red Bull takes it there. The only man who is in a leading contention, who has not stopped, Prince Helios. 11-lap-old hard tires in P1. Does he go into the pits? No, he doesn't. Continues on. Prince Helios to lead another lap here around the Red Bull ring. Looking and praying for a safety car here. Sir Wolverine dives into the pits. Did he have wing damage? What happened here with Sir Wolverine? We're going to have to see. He just came into pit earlier. He did have wing damage. He goes onto the soft tires here. This has ruined his race completely. Sir Wolverine pits to the soft tires here. Tries to change his wing. He's gonna come out way down the order and in a little bit of traffic here. I can't believe we missed what happened. Risky and Max, the Ferrari boys, drafting off of each other, trying to get back up to this leading contention now. Sneaky Tim, he's 3 seconds off the leading duo. He's got to get back. Almost everyone in this lobby's got penalties right now. 23 people watching this race. 24 if you include the commentator, and 44 if you include the people racing here. I think this is the longest I've seen without a retiree right now. Prince Helios finally dives into the pits. Poe retakes the lead. The Alpine takes the lead. He still has Stefano all over the back of him. These two drivers were separated by not a lot during quali. Spuddy went to P2. Spuddy spun, I believe, in the second lap, and now he's down into P15. His race-winning dreams are over here. Poe and Stefano, they are carrying it on. Sneaky Tim, he's dropped off the back of both of them. He can't get into it. Stefano, he goes up the inside. A little bit of argy-bargy. Stefano takes the lead from Poe. Reclaims his P1. Good move from Stefano. Caught me napping as well. And I believe he caught Poe. I don't think Poe believed he was going to dive there. Remember, new point system for this season as well. I believe P1 gets 30 points all the way down to P12, who gets 2 points. And the rest are somewhere in between. But Stefano, even though he's got P1, he's got to run away here. Sets the fastest lap, but he has a 3-second penalty. Poe himself has no penalties right now. Sir Wolverine's day has gone from bad to worse, and he gets his first penalty, I believe, here. The drivers without penalties are Poe, Ironhide, Helios. I believe Kruger has a penalty, but he's in the pits right now. Soner, Spuddy, Frozen, and Throne don't have penalties right now. Yo, chat, draw predictions. Who's going to come home with it? Will Stefano keep his lead, or does Poe have it because he's got penalties? Or are we going to see Sneaky Tim come back and take it? Kick Sauber gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That is a track violation. You think Frozen comes and wins it? Frozen is currently P15, my guy. Frozen is half a lap off the pace. Stop vaping, bro. That's the sound of my water bottle. Sauber doing well. Yeah, P15 to P18, bro. I think they're doing slightly better than Haas, though. Somehow Haas still has 2 drivers and they're still not doing good. Unfortunate there for Haas. Sandbagging to lap 25 kick strategy. Oh, I'm seeing a yellow flag there. That's a McLaren who stopped on track. Knockout Hero has spun trying to dive into the pits. There will be no VSC or safety car here. We go back to our leader, Stefano. He's a second ahead. We're going to go to more interesting battles now. Box, always in a fight, as we always see. Yonex and Soner behind him here. 3 cars together. Yonex, he doesn't have any more ERS. Tries to outbrake Soner. Soner sweeps around the outside, but hits the brakes. Almost went off track. Almost went back into Yonex side by side. V-Carbon Merc. Merc has to yield. Soner takes the position behind all of these guys. Sir Wolverine looking to reclaim what he lost here. That is one of your closest battles on track. We got another close battle though. It's Spuddy, who we know is really fast, and George. Spuddy on those 13 lap old hard tires. George in P13. They're fighting for the last points position right now. Frozen off the back of this. Al adds indeed. Frozen, does he go for the dive? No, he doesn't. As we know, Frozen, he might be a very aggressive driver. He went for a dive bomb on Sneaky Tim early in the race. I believe he took wind damage from that. Frozen, will he go for the dive? Late braking from Frozen. Good move from Frozen. George had to move out of the way quickly there. That is a brave move from Frozen, and well done. I've missed something apparently. Stefano has lost his lead by a full second. That is unfortunate. I am so sorry here. I was too busy on the rest of the field. I thought Stefano had it in the bag. He was getting a second ahead there. But apparently I was wrong. Stefano has lost his lead to Poe. He's trying to get it back. He needs to get it back. He's got that penalty. But he also needs to he needs to make Poe make a mistake so he gets a penalty as well. This penalty could become his killer. Stefano, he's going for the dive, the same place he retook the lead last time. Poe closes the door. A little bit of contact here. The Alpine keeps the position there. Good, clean fighting between the two of them. Sneaky Tim, though, falling off the back and invited Risky into the party. These two admins as well. That looks like Spuddy spun again. His day has gone from bad to worse. The Haas driver might be calling it quits pretty soon here. Sneaky and Risky Tim. Do either of them go for the pitting? No, they don't. They're just fighting each other. Sneaky keeps the position. That is Demon Bros in the background spinning again. Sneaky Tim and Risky, they're going to be quite close going into this next couple of straights here. I'm also watching Stefano and Poe, but their gap is a bit bigger. So Wolverine gets a pen here. Risky goes for the move on Sneaky Tim. A little bit of argy-bargy here, a little bit of shovey-wovey, but it works for now. Poe and Stefano, there was a lead change here. They're side by side. Stefano with his move in his signature place again. Stefano takes the lead. Spuddy's got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane here. Stefano reclaiming the lead. Risky takes the spot over Sneaky Tim. Knockout Hero with another penalty. Even though Stefano is in the lead, he's got that 3-second penalty. So Poe is still your net leader here. Stefano needs to disappear into the distance. Sneaky Tim with a penalty. Let's quickly check penalties. These are your penalties. Risky and Tim both with 6 seconds. Max has 3. Box got 6. Sonar 3. Sir Wolverine 6. Frozen 3. George 6. 3 and 3 for Kruger and Throne. Yonex got 9. The Kick Saber and Nin's got 6. Knockout Heroes 9. Spuddy's got 10 for speeding. Absolute Dominance got 3 and Demon Bros has 6. Absolute Dominant has 9, 6 as well. Great racing going on here. Great racing. Poe and Stefano keeping us very entertained here. Unfortunately, this might be their last couple laps here in T5. They might be just too fast. Stefano and Poe. 7 tenths in between the two of them here. Stefano got a better exit. He's using his DRS and ERS. Poe not really using his ERS here. Tim goes in the pits. Max gets another penalty here. Tim going for the undercut on Risky. 3 tenths between Poe and Stefano. Poe, will he go for a dive? No, he doesn't. He's setting him up for the next corner. Stefano, this was his spot. He got the lead back twice on Poe in this corner. Poe's gonna do the same to him. Poe says, thank you very much. I'll be taking that. See you later. The lead goes back to the Alpine driver. George gets another penalty. There are only 3 drivers who don't have a penalty, and they're all in the top 6 right now. Penalties can be killer, I can tell you from experience. Spuddy's got another penalty. He was P2, looking for a good race here. I believe Stefano's going to dive into the pits here. Stefano, he's going for the undercut on Poe here. He needs to make sure he doesn't speed in this pit lane here. And he doesn't. Stefano going for the undercut on Poe here. Poe needs to respond with the best in-lap of his life here. Both Ferraris go through. Risky and Max go through. Helios is coming up alongside Stefano. Will Helios take the penalty or take the position here? It's side by side, Helios and Stefano. Neither have DRS. New tires for Stefano. Helios has the momentum though. Helios is going to have DRS here. Helios almost runs into the back of Stefano here. Stefano's still on cold tires here. But he gets away. 7 tenths. Shouldn't be a problem right now. Poe, he needs to pit right now. Or he's given the lead to Stefano. Will he dive into the pits here? It doesn't look like he's taking that pit entry line. But he is though. Takes a different line. Poe dives into the pits here. Needs to slow down. Does slow down in time. 10-second penalty. It could have been killer. Both Ferraris go through with Risky and Max. But here we go. Here comes Stefano. Poe exiting the pit lane. They're both turning in at the same time. Stefano just has more speed though. Stefano, the undercut has worked. He's taken the position on Poe. But there's still 1 second between the two of them. Stefano needs to race into the distance now. He's got that 3-second penalty. Tim and Juve fighting like normal. Max, Tim, and you actually. Oh, contact there. I saw a wing fly. Whose wing was it? It wasn't Tim's wing. I don't think it was Max's wing. Someone's wing flew off there unless that was a glitch. Sneaky Tim and Max, they're side by side. Tim takes the lead over Max. Max is on the fresher tires though. Risky comes and dives into the pits. I believe Risky was the leading Ferrari. Stefano now sets the fastest lap of the race. Poe 1.2 seconds out of it, but Risky's going to come out. Prince Helios dives in the pits. Risky needs to come out ahead of his teammate and Sneaky Tim. You can see them in the background. He does easily. Max, a little bit of mind games. Contact, both shoved wide here. Sneaky Tim keeps his place over Max. That will be talked about afterwards. Boxed by you dives into the pits there. Throne Globe on 16 lap old hard tires. He's got to get off those. But he's soldiering on. There are not a lot of close battles going on here. And I say that, I see Frozen with Sonar and George fighting for the lower positions here. The way they're fighting looks like they're fighting for P1 and P2. Frozen looks under-fueled as well here. He's got to be careful. He might not make it to the end. We have our first retirement. Is that a safety car coming out? I don't believe it is. I think it's just a VSC here. Nin, I don't know what he's done. I think he's crashed on the start-finish straight here. It's caused the VSC. Max gets another penalty. But who does this help out? Definitely Throne Globe has helped out from this. Prince Helios pitted a lap too early. Unfortunate for him. This would have been big for Stefano or Poe if they stayed out a couple more laps. Yannick speeds in the pit lane. Poe and Stefano there, their gap is pretty close actually. 5/10 between the two drivers. Risky is 13 seconds off the back of these two. Again, no safety car, just a VSC. Drive-through penalty for Yannick for speeding in the pit lane, or speeding under the virtual safety car. But we are back racing. Stefano and Poe. These two have been fighting the entire time. We're coming up to 10 laps left to go. Lap 26 of 36. Poe loading up his battery. He's almost got 100% battery. Stefano, do you have anything? You've got decent battery too. These two drivers will most undoubtedly fight till the end here. Sir Wolverine, after being caught out by wing damages, recovered up to P6, but he was in this fight with his teammate Tim, but both of them have been left in the dust by this Aston and Alpine duo. Sneaky Tim and Max fighting as always. Both admins, I believe. Max and Tim. Do I see a dive? No, I don't. Knockout Hero getting another penalty. Penalties can be killer for all these places here. Max within half a second of Tim. Helios and Ironhide. A little good battle going on here. 20 seconds back though. Ironhide from Helios from UU. Two Williams and a McLaren here. McLaren in a Williams sandwich right now. Spuddy getting in on the back of this. But we have to leave that because Stefano has just lost the lead to Poe. Poe got that DRS and ERS combo. But who's got the DRS going to this one? It's Stefano. Stefano, the master of those DRS games, looks to go for the move at his favorite spot. Poe's going to have to try the late braking. Late braking for Poe. Stefano shoved wide, but is it wide enough? Stefano looking for the move. Doesn't work there. Poe going to retain the lead. Good fight between these two drivers. Yes, yeah, that kick Sauber. Frozen Frozen. He's got that yellow gas light. There is no gas in that car. Will Frozen even be able to get to the end here? Frozen, he's fighting like hell though, with Soner and Throne in the background. Throne, will he go for the dive on Soner? No, the two drivers keep it clean. We're going back to our lead. Yes, we are. Poe and Stefano Demarbro with another penalty here. Stefano, he's closing in. Does he want the dive? Thinks about it. Thinks not. Tim and Max, they're fighting each other here. I believe who's got the DRS here? Max has the DRS. Tim's gonna need to weave like crazy here. Max! Tim shoves Max onto the grass here. Max going for the switch around. The switcheroo. Oh, he's got a better run here. Does he go for the move? An uncommon overtaking spot there. But we don't see anything done. Poe still leading Stefano with that 3-second penalty for Stefano. Check pens. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Goat Trush. These are your pens, Goat Trush. Spuddy with 13 seconds in P10. Knockout Hero 21 seconds. Yonex with 19. George with 12. Those are your biggest penalties right now. Poe's got none. Stefano's only got 3. Frozen with the kick Sauber that has no fuel in it gets another penalty. Moves him up to 6. Risky, Sneaky, Max. Risky, Sneaky, and Sir Wolverine all have 6. Max has 9. And those are your penalties. No problem, Trosh. I got you. Here we go. Max and Tim, they've been fighting the entire time. They're fighting now. Red Bull and Ferrari. It's a tale as old as time. Do we see a switch back here from Max? No, we don't. Tim keeps the position. 21 seconds behind. Yeah, Helios. I don't know what's happened here. These drivers are all over the track. Knockout Hero with a 10-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Helios is best of the rest right now. I see a yellow flag there. I see a couple yellow flags everywhere. Don't know what's happening. There's a safety car. That's a safety car. For what? And for who? That just shaped up. That's gonna change the entire race. That's a safety car. I don't know for what. You could see Burt Mylander coming out of the pit lane. But there's a safety car. We're gonna have to see who pits. It's surely a no-brainer for our top 2 to pit. They've got free pit stops for Risky. Risky's got a free pit stop himself. The only person that's hurt really bad is George in P17. Show pens again. These are your penalties really quickly here. But we have to see who dives into the pits. The safety car is just been deployed. This just did get very, very, very interesting here. That kick Sauber, Frozen, he might be saved now. Frozen might be saved. Poe, surely he goes to the pits. Poe does not dive into the pits. Stefano does. Poe, what are we doing? That was not the move. Poe did not opt for new tires. Poe did not opt for new tires. Yo, Knockout Hero, how do you actually have 31 seconds of pen, bro? That's crazy. That's half a lap here. Poe did not opt for new tires here. And now he's stuck behind the safety car. If he pits now, he's going to be flying down the order. Poe, you needed to pit there. Actually, did Risky pit? Risky did not pit either. Neither did Tim. Why are none of these drivers pitting? Max didn't pit either. Wolverine, why is everyone not pitting? No one decided to pit. We're gonna have like 4 racing laps. Those softs can easily do that. Poe didn't pit, Risky didn't pit, Sneaky Tim didn't pit, Max didn't pit. And none of them dive into the pits again. What is this strategy here? I don't understand it. Softs means losing track position, but if they all pit on that last lap, no one would have lost track position. It's not better to stay ahead. I don't, especially if you're fighting for the lead right now. P1, P2, P3, all the same right now. Tires are the best. As long as you keep it clean at the restart, you'll be fine. Yeah, but it's 9-lap-old hards versus fresh shed of softs. Poe has one thing going for him. He has no pens. That's a big thing going for him. And he's got a rear gunner in Risky to fend off Stefano. That safety car doesn't seem to be coming in here. So we're going to have 3 racing laps, I believe. What a race to start off the season. It's got everything. Great battles, a lot of penalties, a lot of controversy, and a late race safety car. Differing strategies here. Stefano in P3 was leading this race basically the whole way. Him and Poe duking it out. Started on pole, was controlling this race a decent amount. Opted for the new tires. Gave up one position in track position. One position on the track. His saving grace. He has 7 lap better tires at minimum than the 2 drivers in front of him. His fatal flaw, he has pens. Poe, on the other hand, fighting with Stefano this entire time in the Alpine. Opted to stay out, opted for track position, but he is down 8 laps in tire difference. His saving grace, though, he has no pens. Are these recorded and uploaded to YouTube? I do not believe so. But you can always check out it on the Twitch stream and just rewatch it yourself. Here we go. Safety car in this lap. I repeat, safety car in this lap. We're gonna get 3 laps of racing here. There's a lot of lap cars between the main competitors, but those cars will go ghost pretty soon. Here we go. This is it. I'm showing pens to the rest of the way home. Here we go, Poe. When does he go? Does he go? He hasn't gone yet. Poe, he's getting ready to go. He's gone now. Poe, off the last corner. Leads him away. Needs to streak away. 3 seconds within it. Poe needs to run away as fast as possible. Risky chasing his tail. Stefano on the back of Risky right now. Servo Wolverine gets another penalty. Michael Massey needs to get those lap cars out of the way. But he has technically got the lap cars out of the way. Those lap cars are ghosted. I've just realized that Boxed by UU was the latest lap car in P13. So that means as long as Sonar doesn't crash, he is guaranteed 2 points. He has almost a 1.5 minute lead over Box. Box has now just unlapped himself. Risky and Stefano duking it out here. Stefano needs to get this move done to get to Poe. Poe trying his best to streak away here. Wolverine and Max getting very close between each other. Wolverine's been invited back to his party, but he's got the worst pens out of everyone around him. Ironhide and Helios will benefit massively from the lads in front of the game penalties. Here we go, Risky. Do you have anything to defend with here? You need to defend the position. Stefano takes the spot. Risky, does he go back? No, he doesn't. Poe, all he has to do is keep the car on track. That's all he has to do. Keep this car on track and he will retain his spot. But here comes Stefano. He knows he needs to make the dive on Poe. He goes for the move. It's a late lunge by Stefano. Sticking to the inside. There's a lapped car in between all of this. Poe, he wants the position, but he can't keep it. Stefano, he takes the lead. Poe has to stay within 3 seconds of Stefano right now to keep P1. Stefano, we saw how fast you could go in quali. You need that pace right here, Stefano. You need it right here. You need 3 seconds as we start the final lap of the race. Knockout Hero got disqualified because he got 34 seconds of pens. Stefano, you have to drive away right now. It has to be right now for you, Stefano. Poe needs to just keep it on track here, and he's doing that. He's getting DRS help from the lap cars. Stefano, it looks like he's gonna keep it. It looks like he's gonna keep P1 on track, but it's not gonna be enough here. He's driving his heart out. We saw a big fight between these two, and it's such a shame that even though the strategy is different, it's gonna come down to who won on pens. Stefano, he's rounding the last couple of corners, pushing as hard as he can, hoping Poe makes a mistake. He's driving the wheels off that Aston Martin right now. He's got to 1 second. Maybe if he had a couple laps, he could have got to 3 seconds. Stefano, he's gonna take the win on the track, but Poe will take the win thanks to pens. Poe into P1. Stefano will take 2. Risky 3. Helios 4. Tim 5. Wolverine 6. Hyde 7. Max 8. Kruger 9, Throne 10, Frozen in that kick saber with no fuel, made it to the line. Sonar 12 and then boxed, just missed out. What a win for Poe. What a win. Good win from Poe there. He kept it clean, one of the only drivers to do so here. And that shows that clean racing is better than fast racing there. Good win for Poe. Good battle between him and Stefano. Alright, now to show the race director so Puppy doesn't kill me. This is so disappointing. Someone, if you're there, get race director if possible. My game has just crashed.
The 2018 World Championship, 5-time, mate, 5 times.
That is so unfortunate. I won't be able to get back in there. What a weird start of the season. We thank you all for joining us, though. Thanks again to Mr. Storm for coming in during qualifying. It was a joy to have him here. Very excited to see what he brings to the Apex League here. Mr. Storm, if you're watching this, put it in chat. March 20th, 10 to 11 UK time. Convert that into your own time. Don't miss it. You want to be there. And it's going to be a great time. What a great race, guys. Thank you all for watching. Good win to Poe. Great battle with him and the Aston Martin. It was a great fight. I'm sorry I couldn't get the race direct here, but I thank you all for joining us. We will see you in tomorrow around 2 p.m. your time there. Excuse me, not 2 p.m. 4 p.m. UK time. For T4 to start off their action there. Please make sure to tune in. I have been your host, Eip485. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all again next week. So long. Take care.